Welcome to CLJ News, where your choice is the student voice, covering a variety of topics at your very own C.L. Jones Middle School. And now live from the newsroom, your CLJ News team.
Welcome to CLJ News. I'm Madison.
And I'm Elena. Today we're going to be covering multiple topics from our various team members, including an update on the high school and middle school construction sites, Minden Band Fest and Harvest of Harmony, interesting interviews, sports, weather, and so much more.
Now let's go to Crystal with an update on the new high school.
Thanks, Madison. The new high school has many new details coming its way. Dr. Relock has helped clear some questions some of you have probably been asking. How much square feet will the new high school be?
I don't know the exact square footage off the top of my head, but it will be much larger than our current high school. And some of the extra square footage is because there'll be a fine arts auditorium, which we do not currently have in our current high school, and also a full-size gymnasium. So,
Has the dates changed on when it would be completed?
no, we're right on track to open up next fall, so the fall of 2017.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How are your feelings about the new high school?
I've learned a lot through the project. I think it'll be an exciting opportunity for our students that go through Minden High School, and I think it'll be a wonderful investment in our community, so we're appreciative of our patrons and our staff members and our families for supporting it. I think it'll be a wonderful learning environment and will add a lot of excitement to Minden Public Schools.
Do you have anything else to add?
Just as we go forward, I appreciate the stories that you guys write for your class. I read them and appreciate the work you do to promote our school district. Okay, thanks.
I can't wait to see what the new high school will look like inside. Back to you, Elena.
Thank you, Crystal. Now to Annalisa to continue our construction conversation with an update on the new middle school addition. Annalisa?
Thanks, Elena. Well, I'm going to answer all the great questions that student wants to know about the middle school construction. So the first question I asked Mr. Osgood is, when did the construction start? He said the construction started in summer of 2016 and will end in summer of 2017. Then I also asked him how many classrooms there are going to be. And he said there are going to be 2 classrooms, 1 testing room, and a new guidance office. And the teachers that for sure that are going to be in the classrooms is Mrs. Tenbinsel and Mrs. J. I also asked him what size the new classrooms are going to be. It's going to be the same size, which is 28 by 32. And that's it for today. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks for the information, Annalisa. Now let's boogie on over to the beat, to the drum, for some information on the Whippet Band. Olivia, how did the Harvest of Harmony go for the Minden Whippets?
Well, Madison, Harvest of Harmony was a success for the Whippets. Harvest of Harmony is held on Saturday, October 1st. It starts around 8:15 a.m. An average of 75 high school bands all around Nebraska march down 3rd Street. Since 1938, high school bands march through downtown Grand Island. The past 75 years, the band has been filled with beautiful decorated floats and amazing sounds, from the smallest to the largest bands. Nebraska high school seniors compete for the title of Miss Harvest of Harmony. Along with all of the participants marching and riding in the parade, thousands of volunteers come to enjoy the sights and sounds of the Harvest of Harmony parade and enjoying the city of Grand Island. Following the parade and a marching band field competition heats up in Grand Island Senior High School's Memorial Stadium. Participants' bands take the field for up to 15 minutes to complete with their skillful moves, colorful uniforms, and wonderful sounds. Back to you, Elena.
Thanks, Olivia. I'll keep the beat going with information about Minden Band Fest. There's one day in October when you can hear all of the bands playing. That's right, I'm talking about Band Fest. This year, Band Fest is on October 15th. We'll have so many schools competing in this year's competition. The competition will be scored out of 100 points. If you receive 80 or more points, you get a superior. That is what the middle school band got last year. The parade starts on West 1st Street, then turns onto Brown Street, and finally turns onto West 5th Street. The judges are around the end of Brown Street After the marching is over, some of the high school bands will do field competition on the football field. The Minden High School drum major is Sydney. Our middle school band has 2 drum majors. One is Kelsey and the other is Abby. The parade starts at 1 o'clock and the field competition should start around 2:30 or so. The middle school band will be one of the first to march. The high school band should be one of the last. Now let's go to Hannah F. with the weekly weather forecast.
Thanks, Elena. On Sunday, October 16th, there is a high of 69 and a low of 49. On Monday, October 17th, there is a high of 78 and a low of 46, with plenty of sunshine during the day. On Tuesday, October 18th, there is a high of 75 and a low of 45, with sunshine during the day. On Wednesday, October 19th, there is a high of 76 and a low of 46, and it's supposed to be warm and sunny during the day. On Thursday, October 20th, there is a high of 73 and a low of 41 with a rain chance possible. On Friday, October 21st, there is a high of 64 and a low of 40 with a slight chance of rain in the afternoon. Finally, on Sunday, October 22nd, there is a high of 64 and a low of 35 with a slight chance of rain and mostly cloudy during the day. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks, Hannah. Let's hear about the Minden Opera House next play from Brenna.
Thanks, Madison. Now an interview with Rylan with the Minden Opera House plays.
How many Minden Opera House plays have you been in?
4. Annie, Oliver, Little Woman, and Beauty and the Beast.
What roles did you play?
In Annie, I was a street boy. In Oliver, I was Oliver. In Little Woman, I was a monk. In Beauty and the Beast, I was Chip.
How long have you been acting?
About 4 years.
And what was your favorite role you played?
I gotta say Oliver.
Do you have any remarks on the upcoming play, Into the Woods?
I'm excited. I mean, I've never heard of Into the Woods, but I'm pretty excited.
Are you going to try?
Thanks, Rylan. As you heard, the play this year is Into the Woods. The auditions are held at the Minden Opera House. Good luck to anyone considering auditioning. Back to you, Elena.
Thanks, Brenna. Now let's find out what it's like to be the little fish in a big school. Mercedes?
Thanks, Elena. I'm here with my friend Lane G to talk about what it's like to be a freshman. So Lane, what do you think about your teachers?
They're okay. Some can be strict, but some are mostly kind.
So do you like it in the high school?
I do. I feel like you have a lot more freedom to do what you want in the middle school. Like, you can join more clubs and just more freedom in general.
Thanks, Lane, for doing this interview. Back to you, Mad.
Great information for our 8th graders, Mercedes. They should start preparing for their next year in high school.
The FIFA World Cup 2018 is a very exciting event. It will be held in Russia. 32 professional teams will compete for the championship. The winner will automatically be included in the FIFA 2021 World Competition. There will be 64 matches in 11 cities and 12 locations. The finals will be held in Moscow at Luskini Stadium. Soccer is a very interesting sport. The players involved in FIFA work hard and compete in order to win the highest competition. It's fun to watch games because players like Lionel Messi, a well-known forward, can score a lot of goals and create excitement for audiences. I would also love to attend a game of my favorite team, Real Madrid. This team also plays the UEFA Championships games. Hopefully any team will have a chance to win in 2018. Back to you, Elena.
Very exciting stuff, Irvin. Now let's take a look at a top 10 list with O'Reilly.
Thanks, Elena. Today I'm going to do a top 10 about the richest athletes. First, we have Cristiano Ronaldo with total earnings of $88 million. Second, Lionel Messi with a total of $81.4 million. LeBron James comes in third with a total of $77.2 million. Fourth, we have Roger Federer with a total of $67.8 million. Fifth is Kevin Durant with a total of $56.2 million. Sixth is Novak Djokovic with $55.8 million. Cam Newton has a total of $53.1 million. Phil Mickelson has $52.9 million earnings. Jordan Spieth has a total of earnings with $52.8 million. And last but not least is Kobe Bryant with a total of $50 million. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks, Aurelie. Let's move over to Eli for an interview on our very own teacher. Eli?
What? Oh, wait. Oh, today we're filming, right? Okay. Really, guys? You filmed without me? Gotta be kidding me. Well, I lost the script, so I'll just try to remember it. Thank you, Madison, right? Yeah, Madison. And I had a few questions for Mrs. Grease that I got to ask her. So here they are.
Hello, Mrs. Grease.
Well, hello, Eli. How are you?
Good. You?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. How would you describe teaching at this school?
Teaching at this school is wonderful. We have great kids. I have great staff to work with, a great administration, and it's always a joy to come to work.
Am I a pretty good example of that first point?
You are indeed.
If you had to teach more than one grade, would you?
Well, I already do. I teach 7th grade English and reading, and I teach 8th grade careers. And I like having the opportunity to have my 7th graders back as 8th graders.
Well, I may or may not have you next quarter in careers.
I have most 8th graders, but not all. It depends on if you're in band and vocal.
Thank you. If you had to retire, quite sadly, would you recommend this position to anybody?
I would highly recommend this position. The curriculum for 7th grade English is wonderful. We get to read Charles Dickens, we get to study the history of the English language, we get to study Greek mythology, we get to read Shane. It's a great job.
If only more jobs were like it. What is your favorite book?
Actually, right now, and I have lots of them, but right now my favorite author is Louise Penny. And she writes a series of mysteries that are set in Canada. And I love to read mysteries. So I'm trying to think of one of the names of them. But right now they're escaping me. But the author is Louise Penny.
I think I know the name of one. The specifics of Canada's healthcare system.
You know, that's not the name of one of them, but it would probably make a good story.
Yeah, it would. Finally, what is your favorite part of teaching 7th grade English?
Well, my favorite part, which you well know, is Greek mythology. I love to teach Greek mythology. I never get tired of it. After all these years, it's still a lot of fun to teach.
And it's still a lot of fun to do.
I think so.
Kittens.
Come on, Eli. Drink this.
Hey, it must be Christmas. Yay. Oh yeah, outro. Sorry about this, guys. I got like 4 minutes of sleep. Back to you, Elena. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Thanks, Eli. Now to our final story, a creative writing piece from Draven. Enjoy this original poem about rivalry and the pride of the Whippet.
Thanks, Elena. My poem is entitled The Holdridge and Kearney Catholic War, based off the French and Indian War. Now let's start this bloody tale of war. The Whippets are charging with the magic orb, while the Dusters and Stars just went on the defense. The sounds of gunshots and swords clashing, leaving a steady piercing sound in your ear. The Whippets take the base of the football field, finally leaving with high spirits that their foes will not regain their strength again. They look behind them as they ride away in their purple and white carriage to their hometown Minden. Back to you, Madison and Elena.
Thanks, Draven, and that's today's news.
Thank you for tuning into CLJ News,
where your choice is the student voice. Bye!